Relog, relog.
In West Africa, lions are causing serious economic damage to rural communities living near protected areas. In villages bordering parks like the Wrli Panjari complex, these predators often break into livestock enclosures at night, killing goats, cattle, and donkeys in brutal attacks. This year alone, farmers have suffered over $275,000 in losses from killed animals, destroyed fencing, and emergency repairs. Entire herds can vanish overnight, leaving families without income or food security. Many are forced to invest in costly defenses or abandon traditional grazing lands altogether. As wild prey declines, lions are increasingly targeting farms, turning survival into a daily struggle. So how can we protect both people and lions? What practical solutions exist to reduce this growing conflict? Let's explore in this video. Hunting lions with guns is a risky encounter between humans and one of nature's most fearsome predators. Every step into the savannah is a step into the unknown. Lions are not animals that show fear. They watch in silence, stalk without a sound, and attack without hesitation. A successful hunt requires more than just pulling a trigger. It demands calm under pressure, deep understanding of lion behavior, and the ability to read terrain like a second language. This is where true hunters prove themselves, not by luck, but by control, courage, and wise decisions in a harsh environment. Before stepping into lion territory, your most important decision begins with the rifle in your hands. Lions are fierce, muscular beasts with thick bones and the will to fight back when wounded. That's why seasoned hunters often use heavy rifles like the .375 HNH Magnum, considered the minimum caliber for lions, or upgrade to the .416 Rigby or .458 Lock when preparing for close encounters. These rifles are not just about power, they're about survival. You also need to use soft point bullets, designed to expand on impact. They cause maximum internal damage, which is essential if you want to stop a lion quickly and avoid a deadly counterattack.
There you go.
But even with the right gun, your shot still carries great importance. Lions do not forgive poor aim. The most effective target is the heart-lung area, located just behind the lion's front leg. A well-placed shot here will often take the animal down within seconds, especially if it is broadside.
Reload. Okay, wait. Okay, let's go closer a little bit more. Okay, just to the right there. That's it, that's a good shot. That's a good. We're gonna give you a few minutes to have your time with your animal. It's a great line.
But lions don't always offer perfect angles. Sometimes they face you head-on or turn away, which changes your aiming point. Headshots, while dramatic, are extremely dangerous. A lion's skull is thick and sloped bullets can glance off, leaving the animal injured and enraged. This is not a situation you want to face. Accuracy and discipline must guide your finger, because a bad shot doesn't just ruin the hunt, it could cost you your life. One technique that few novice hunters take seriously is using wind direction. Lions have a highly sensitive sense of smell, and if they catch your scent before you spot them, the hunt is over. Always hunt with the wind in your face. This allows you to get closer without being detected. It's a quiet advantage that separates patient hunters from careless ones.
You ready, Stefan? Taking? Another shot.
Ciergue.
Reload. You got you?
Many hunts fail not because the hunter can't shoot, but because the lion never let him get close enough. Wind awareness is simple but powerful, and when combined with stealth and patience, it will greatly increase your chances. As you approach the prey, the final approach becomes a dance of silence and strategy. Use the surroundings: trees, termite mounds, tall grass, and rocks to conceal your movement. Avoid stepping on dry twigs or loose stones, as they may reveal your position. Stay low, breathe slowly, and never take your eyes off the surroundings.
The tracks were very fresh and we bumped into the lion within 50. The blackthorn bush was extremely thick and the temperatures almost hit.
Lions can disappear into waist-high grass and reappear behind you without a sound. When the moment comes and you finally see the lion, everything will happen quickly. You may have only one opportunity, one single chance to make it count. This is where hours of preparation meet a single decision. Hunting lions with guns is not about recklessness or trophies, it's about facing something primal. You confront danger with nothing but your intelligence, your rifle, and your determination. It demands respect for the animal, the land, and the risks involved. Lions give no warnings.
The cat keeps on running.
Good.
Well done, Ron.
They test every flaw in your judgment and punish hesitation. But for those who walk this path with care, courage, and purpose, it is one of the most unforgettable challenges in nature. This is not just hunting, it's a battle of wills, where only the prepared claim victory. What do you think of this hunt?
Take it there. Yep. There you go. Good stuff, man.
Was it thrilling? Did it make you feel excited while watching? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming hunts. In the heart of Tanzania, where rivers weave through grasslands and wetlands stretch for miles, one massive creature continues to stir both awe and fear: the hippopotamus. With an estimated population of over 520,000 individuals, hippos may appear slow and peaceful at first glance, but their true nature is far more complex. Known for their territorial behavior and unpredictable aggression, especially when provoked, these giants have become a growing concern for local communities. recent years, hippo attacks have surged, leaving dozens of Tanzanians injured or worse, particularly along waterways, where boats are overturned in sudden bursts of fury. Faced with rising tensions and real dangers, the Tanzanian government now holds regulated hippo hunting campaigns to protect people and maintain ecological balance. But what does it take to confront such a powerful animal head-on? And what tactics do skilled hunters use to approach this daunting challenge? Let's dive in and uncover the methods behind hunting one of Africa's most dangerous beasts. Hunting hippos with guns in Tanzania is far more than just an adrenaline-filled adventure. It's a highly structured activity regulated by strict wildlife laws and international agreements. To begin with, each hunt requires a minimum 21-day licensed safari, authorized by the Tanzania Wildlife Management Authority. The number of hippos hunted each year is limited by state-imposed quotas to ensure sustainability. Legally, hunters must pay a government trophy fee of $1,500, which can increase to $3,300 when additional levies like community and anti-poaching fees are included. Moreover, because hippos fall under CITES regulations, hunters are also required to obtain proper export permits before taking any trophies home. From a technical standpoint, hunting hippos demands specialized methods and equipment due to the animal's unpredictable temperament and aquatic lifestyle. Two main approaches dominate the field: water ambushes, where hippos are targeted from canoes or river platforms, and land-based blinds, set near grazing paths where hippos venture at night. Despite their massive size, hippos are deceptively quick and extremely territorial, posing serious risks to any unprepared hunter. An important logistical detail: when a hippo is shot in water, it sinks immediately, and may only resurface 20 to 40 minutes later, complicating recovery.
Good.
To mitigate danger and ensure smooth operations, each hunting trip involves a team of licensed professional hunters, local game scouts, and trackers, often with a veterinarian on standby. Hunters are required to use large-caliber rifles, typically .375 HNH Magnum or greater, and many choose to rent such firearms on location for about $350 per day. Transportation and accommodations are also built into the safari, with outfitters offering 4x4 vehicles, canoes, and comfortable tented camps with food and drinks provided. Tanzania's official hunting season runs from July 1st to December 31st, though some hunts may be extended into the early months of the following year depending on permit conditions. Cost is a critical factor to consider. A dedicated hippo hunt might cost just the trophy fee of $1,500 to $3,300, but full packages can add up quickly. A typical 7-day combo hunt for hippo and crocodile, for example, averages around $25,000, including guide services, transportation, accommodations, and trophy processing. Non-hunters accompanying the trip often pay about $450 per day for their stay. Additional costs, such as firearm permits, extra trophies, and taxidermy, can further increase the financial commitment, making this kind of safari a serious investment. Yet beyond the excitement and logistics, hippo hunting in Tanzania carries broader conservation implications. The species is currently listed as vulnerable by the IUCN, and regulated trophy hunting is positioned as part of a larger conservation strategy. Revenues generated from hunting licenses and fees support anti-poaching programs, community development, and habitat protection. Outfitters typically follow ethical guidelines that emphasize the selective hunting of older, non-breeding males to minimize ecological disruption. These measures are designed to strike a balance between tourism, tradition, and the long-term preservation of species. Ultimately, hunting hippos with guns in Tanzania is a complex endeavor that blends legal compliance, strategic planning, physical risk, and ethical consideration. It raises important questions about the role of hunting in modern wildlife management and whether carefully regulated expeditions can contribute to conservation rather than conflict. For those drawn to this controversial pursuit, the experience offers not just challenge and thrill, but also responsibility. Do you agree with this hunting method? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video interesting, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more in-depth content like this. In western U.S. states such as Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and Colorado, coyotes have become a real threat to agriculture and the safety of residents. With rapid reproduction and extraordinary adaptability, coyote numbers have spiraled out of control in many rural areas. They not only kill livestock like calves, goats, and sheep but also attack pets and cause disturbances in suburban communities. Authorities in affected states have legalized controlled hunting methods to reduce the damage coyotes cause to Americans. So what weapons do hunters use when hunting, and how do the hunts unfold? The answer will be revealed right now, so please continue watching our video.
Chyba wszystkie są gończe. Gończe polskie, tak to wygląda. Samochodami. Gdzieś tam podwoda się, mam podwoda, ale się podwoda spóźni, także jedziemy samochodami. Polujemy na 10 myśli.
Hunting coyotes with guns is not only an effective way to control their increasing numbers but also one of the most exciting experiences a hunter can have. With sharp senses and unpredictable movements, coyotes offer a unique challenge that tests both patience and accuracy.
Right here. 2 coyotes right here. .223 Wild, Ruger MPR, in 223 Wild, so the two guys. Go get it. How far is that? Range that. I've got the new 223 Wild MPR in Cryptek camo.
But to succeed, you need more than just a good aim. You need the right strategy, proper equipment, and a deep understanding of the animal you're facing. Let's break it down step by step so even beginners can follow along while offering experienced hunters something new to consider.
Just about boogered up that stand. I guess that should be a lesson. Ain't that how it goes?
If I'd have just called this stand out like I usually do, this would have been a textbook coyote stand.
The first and most important decision is choosing the right gun. Rifles are the most common and effective tool for hunting coyotes, especially for long-range shots in open fields. The .223 Remington is widely favored for its accuracy, low recoil, and availability.
It's a rifle built by Major Soldier Rifles, and George's been shooting this rifle.
However, lesser known but highly effective calibers such as the .22-250, .204 Ruger, and .243 Winchester also deliver great results with flat trajectories and high speed. A quality scope is just as important. Look for a scope with clear optics and variable magnification to handle both close and distant encounters. A good rifle and scope combo lays the foundation for clean and accurate takedowns. Once your rifle is ready, it's time to focus on positioning. One of the biggest mistakes hunters make is ignoring the wind. Coyotes have an extremely sharp sense of smell, and if the wind is blowing from behind you, you'll never see them coming. They'll smell you and disappear long before they get close.
Christmas Eve. Whoops. That was so quiet, dude.
Always keep the wind blowing toward your face. This allows you to approach the area quietly and gives you a real chance to spot the coyote before it spots you. This one adjustment can double or even triple your success rate.
Here in Kansas, but finally had a stand work out. We just had some bad luck. This mouth diaphragm stoved him right back up for a good shot. Another coyote down. Yes, it's
Equally important is the ability to stay still and hidden. Coyotes are very skittish and constantly alert to danger. Wear camouflage that matches the terrain you're hunting in, whether it's desert, farmland, or forest, and lean against natural cover like trees, bushes, or rocks. But don't just hide, you need a clear line of sight and a stable shooting platform. A bipod, tripod, or shooting stick can help you keep your rifle steady, especially in high-pressure moments when your heart is pounding and the coyote is closing in.
We had given up. We were trying to call in coons because we just saw one down in here.
Came from a mile. So anyway, that was done. We were done. The cold front moved through big time.
One of the best kept secrets in coyote hunting is using sound to trigger their instincts. Coyotes are vocal and territorial, and you can use that with the right calls. Traditional rabbit in distress calls are reliable, but try mixing in less common sounds like pup distress in spring or early summer.
About 60 yards upwind. That plan worked perfect. The cow coming downwind right here, right?
Yes.
Right, it's gonna happen quick. Dude, right there. It's gonna happen quick.
These sounds can trigger a more aggressive and protective response, especially from adult coyotes. Vary the volume and rhythm to mimic natural behavior, starting softly and building up. This makes your calling sequence feel real, and that's what draws coyotes in. Finally, success often depends on your ability to adapt. No two hunts are exactly the same, and coyotes learn fast. If you've used one type of call repeatedly in the same area, local coyotes are likely becoming familiar with it. Switch things up. Change the call sequence. Try a different time of day. Approach from a different direction.
And I need to be in defense.
Small changes like these can be the difference between going home empty-handed or making the perfect shot. The thrill of coyote hunting doesn't just come from the chase, but from outsmarting a truly cunning predator with your rifle, your skills, and nothing else. What do you think about this way of hunting? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe so we can explore more hunts together.
Got a double.
Hi everybody. In late December 2024, a series of reports from farmers in the Broome district began to emerge of feral foxes attacking farms. They regularly ripped open chicken coops and broke into rabbit hutches almost every night. In particular, a cunning red fox dug through 2 layers of reinforced fences and killed more than a dozen chickens in one night. The incident caused great concern and frustration among the residents, forcing the local government to issue a license for controlled fox hunting.
Wait! Yes.
When hunting, hunters usually wear green or gray-brown clothes. In addition, hunters can use grass or straw to camouflage themselves to blend into nature, avoiding wearing flashy clothes that will alert foxes. Use body deodorants. In particular, they must remain absolutely silent during the hunt. The moon cast silver light on the ground. A group of hunters used electronic calls imitating the sound of hares. A rustling sound appeared, followed by a trace of movement. 2 foxes rushed out of the fence, and were quickly shot down by a series of bullets from a .223 rifle with a silencer. This method was effective and accurate, preventing further damage to nearby livestock farms.
G'day. G'day. G'day.
In Texas, counties bordering New Mexico have reported an increase in fox-related losses, particularly in livestock operations. Biologists have concluded that the main cause of the phenomenon is a shortage of wild food sources. In response, ranchers have begun organizing fox hunts, large-scale, systematic hunts across vast swaths of prairie. Near the outskirts of Lubbock, a hunting party armed with scoped rifles and thermal drones swept through a 500-acre cattle range. One hunter described the experience as surgical. Foxes would freeze in confusion at a distant call, only to be caught in a triangular gunfight seconds later. Over the course of a week, 17 foxes were taken down. Just across the border in Canada, the problem manifested itself. In the fall of 2023, in southern Ontario, conservation officers raised the alarm about a series of livestock kills near Elgin County. Reports suggested that red foxes, encouraged by urban sprawl and trash-filled ditches, were moving closer to towns and farms. One alarming case involved a fox den located beneath an abandoned greenhouse just 300 meters from an elementary school. After securing a permit, local trappers combined their efforts with hunters wielding .22 Magnum rifles. In the early morning, a fox was spotted prowling near a goat pen. Using scent bait and a motion alarm, the hunters lured it into range. The shot was accurate, hitting it in the back of the shoulder. A second fox ran away but was stopped near a wooden fence a few minutes later. Foxes are carnivores, and although they do not directly damage crops, they often hide in dense corn, rice, or soybean fields to ambush and attack livestock and poultry. This is an ideal shelter that helps them avoid detection and easily approach their prey from close range. In March 2024, Jefferson County saw an unusual increase in the number of foxes appearing in suburban residential areas. Dozens of chickens and young goats went missing and several small dogs were attacked right in their yards.
Yep, got him. Yeah, man.
According to a report by the Department of Agriculture, in 2024 alone, foxes caused about $350,000 in damage to the U.S. economy. Faced with this serious problem, local wildlife officials have allowed night hunting with red light scopes.
Good shit.
Oh, man.
In the winter of 2024 in Manitoba, fur trappers noticed an unusually high number of foxes while checking their fox traps. What puzzled them was the unusually high number of fox pups, with some dens yielding 7 or 8 pups, compared to a litter of 4 to 6. A hunter named Reed, who had hunted in the area for 20 years, said climate change may be contributing to the lengthening of the breeding season. On a cold morning, Reed and his partner set out on snowmobiles. When fox tracks converged near a frozen stream, they set baited traps and waited. The sun had barely touched the horizon when the first fox appeared, lean, hungry, and bold. It took the bait, and within minutes, more foxes emerged from the tree line, indicating that there was a den nearby. 3 foxes were killed in one hunt. Back in the southeastern United States, the Appalachian region has been dealing with a steady increase in fox attacks on farm animals and wild birds. Predation complaints have been rising, especially from turkey farmers preparing for the spring harvest. Hunters, both professional and volunteer, have begun tracking them. One night, near a pine grove overlooking a small stream, two foxes slinked in the darkness toward a turkey coop. Their glowing eyes betrayed them in infrared. A suppressed bullet took down the larger fox instantly, and the other ran only a few yards before being killed by a follow-up shot. Do you think this is the ultimate solution to America's fox problem? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.
Good eye.
Even in California, foxes have become invasive in unexpected ways. In San Luis Obispo County, authorities had to intervene after a pack of foxes dug a den under a playground near a nature trail. The foxes had no fear of people, often foraging for food from hikers and threatening small dogs.
Got him!
In the low hills near a vineyard, a hunter sat quietly with a .17 caliber HMR scoped in. Using a digital predator call set to mimic rats in distress, two appeared from a distance and headed straight for the cry. Both were quickly and cleanly dispatched, and the den location was later confirmed and neutralized. As the sun sets over North America's vast, diverse landscape, the need for fox management becomes increasingly clear. Whether in the snowy forests of Canada or the grasslands of Texas, foxes have proven themselves both survivors and invaders. Hunters and trappers, armed with knowledge, licenses, and the right tools, remain on the front lines of this ecological battle, protecting livestock, native species, and the delicate balance between wilderness and civilization.
Good eye. Boy.
Yeah.